Thomas Weather.
The Rich Thomas Weather Network, brought to you by these fine sponsors. Hear Rich's forecast hourly on these Blue Water Broadcasting radio stations.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. It is the 10th day of August. Time as I make this is exactly 4 a.m. How about that? On the dot. And our hot, dry weather pattern continues. Building the blog this morning was not very complicated because we are stuck in a pattern that doesn't change much over the next few days. That frontal system you and I were talking about yesterday, remember, moving southward in the state, is now made it all the way down into southeast Alabama near the coast, and that's where the best chance of seeing any showers will be in the state of Alabama today. And not many of those. If you're headed to the coast, I wouldn't worry about it. I think the beach forecast this weekend is pretty darn good. You know, I'm excited. I'm wearing a tropical shirt here. I'm excited about my beach trip late next week down to Orange Beach, USA. Okay, so we have a heat advisory in effect again today. High temperatures in the upper 90s today, tomorrow, Sunday, Monday, every day, triple-digit heat indices and high temperatures in the upper 90s. And as you're going to see on the map below with the rainfall prospects called the QPF, the quantitative precipitation forecast. Yes, I know how geeky that sounds. We're going to be bone dry for much of the next few days. We'll put in a small rain chance of widely scattered storms, perhaps by about Tuesday or Wednesday, but not a big deal. Hey, it's August in Alabama. More schools starting today? Sure. Every day this week, starting Monday. Various schools have been starting today. For instance, St. James here in town starts on a Friday. How about first day of schools on a Friday? How weird is that? Anyway, the beach forecast is quiet, and our local forecast is quiet for a few days. What about the tropics? Well, Debbie is now a post-tropical system. National Hurricane Center is no longer issuing advisories on it. It is what's called a remnant low. I know how geeky that sounds too. It's a remnant low. It's in Virginia. It's moving into the northeast, now picking up speed with the threat of more prolific rainfall and some airport travel. If you're going to be traveling anywhere in the United States on an airline, there's a domino effect whenever there's some big deal weather system, and the threat of tornadoes continues. I have a little sound that goes off in that room whenever there's a tornado warning somewhere in America. And yes, and this morning it has been going off quite a few times. So the Northeast is dealing with Debbie still, the saga of Debbie. Meanwhile, out in the tropical Atlantic, heading towards the general direction of the Caribbean, is a system with now a 50% chance of development, which eventually could become Ernesto. That's the next name available on the list, and it looks like I think it will be Ernesto, and I think it will be an Atlantic problem and not a Gulf of Mexico problem. Yeah, right. All right. This morning everything is normal, including live on the radio 6 to 9 on News Talk 93.1 WACV. There will be another blog update for you tomorrow morning. I get up at a ridiculous hour to do your Saturday update, your weekend update, and the next video will be available on Monday morning. Meanwhile, your forecast whenever you want it across the dial on 8 radio stations. That would be the Blue Water family of stations. I'm done. I hope you have a great weekend. I'll see you later.
Rich Thomas Weather.